All right, so welcome to our group call. I just had a technical glitch there, so I'm not 100% sure what happened there. Very odd. But anyway, here we are. I want to make sure that this is actually sharing correctly. So if you give me a moment just to review that, I just want to make sure this is working as it should. It's amazing. This is probably the 50th call I've done with the software, and sometimes I'm still not getting it 100% right, which is crazy, crazy, crazy. Anyway, let's have a look. I'm just going to log into my other YouTube channel and just make sure that this is working as it should. It seems like it is. Oh gosh. Anyway, welcome to our call, 6th of July. I hope you've all had a fantastic Independence Day weekend, celebrating independence. With that in mind, we had our obviously our game plan for the week also played, and not taking into consideration the weekend, which often can be very disruptive in the markets. We didn't have the very best week with our game plan. Although we started off pretty badly, we actually ended off pretty well. So that was a good thing. Okay, so on today's call, we're going to cover our results. So thank you to the members sharing results. And, we had a bit of mixed bag results this week. I wouldn't say mixed bag. I mean, we had some positive results, but also, some negative results, which is perfectly normal. And we can't always be expecting to be, profitable every single week with every single thing that we do. Although a lot of us basically are quite often. So thanks for the continued posting of the results in our group results chat. So that's pretty awesome. Together with we also sharing our game plan. So this is our game plan. Unfortunately, a $951 loss across all of our templates in the game plan. So, not shocking at all, considering we had a very, very good week the week before. So, so we're still way ahead, which is very nice. I'm going to monitor the group calls chat just to make sure if there's any issues, or anybody could just message anything through there if there's any issues at all. Okay, no problem so far. Wonderful. Okay. God, I saw something saying no sound, but that was from last week. Okay, so that was our results. Perfect. I want to touch on this again. Unfortunately, last week we had a bit of a technical issue with sending out these emails. But this week I'm going to make sure that these are being sent out. So just regarding our specific content, posting, obviously this call is going to be a short call every week with just reposting our results and also going through the game plan for the week ahead. Monday, Tuesday is going to be, sending out any system updates, but also looking at specific aspects of the DTB system. And then Wednesday, which will be Thursday my time, is basically sending out a video of actually trading the DTB system, using it, effectively. That's basically what we need to get out there. And then our game plan. So we'll look at our game plan for the week ahead. So let's share currently what's happening with our game plan. So this is currently the game plan in action right now. So I've got it loaded up on my sim account for this moment. I'm gonna pause it later and just reactivate it on my live account. But this is what the game plan looks like for the week ahead. So these are the 4 templates that are running. And again, if you go into the game plan document, which is this one over here, it tells you how to basically set it up. And we've got, so it's the exact same workspace used last week. It's the exact same templates or the charts that we're using last week. So all you had to do basically is go and, just activate the strategies, choose the templates specifically that the strategies are linked to, and refresh the chart. So exactly how we did last week on our group call, setting up the game plan. This is what we're doing on this. And obviously there's a screenshot over here which helps you just see the results, the historical results of the templates. So you know that you've actually loaded it up correctly. And also for individual results, you've got to go to our game plan document. We're going to go to this continuous link. So I'm just going to go and do this. And that's going to go to our continuous strategy. And then for individual strategy screenshots, just to see if you've got everything loaded correctly, then, this is the one that we'll be looking at. So, just go and when you load up your strategy and you refresh the chart, just make sure that it's actually matching, what you are seeing on here, because then you're going to know that you've got everything set up properly. And, it really helps looking at the historical or strategy performance when you load up the strategy after you've refreshed the chart, because this is going to, really make it, you're going to be able to see the historical results and match it up to your own chart. So you should actually be getting the exact same results and almost identical every single day. There might be 1 or 2 days here and there where some of the data feeds become out of sync, where you're not going to be delivering the same results. But, this is the power of the DTB system, is that every single user should be getting the same results with our charts and our strategies, which nobody else can really achieve. Okay, so that is that one, and those are our 4 templates. So again, we're just doing the 4 templates this week, very nicely laid out. Currently, we've got our we've got a few strategies already entering trades. So you can see over here, this number 3 template has entered positions. It almost hit its profit target actually this week, today so far. Now we've got additional entries over here. So if you look at our chart, you'll see that these are the current entries for this specific template. So there's 4 different templates, and you can run them on 4 separate accounts. And what I've been doing over the last week is running them on the one account, which is perfectly fine to do as long as you don't have any restrictions about the orders that you can enter. So I'm expecting good things this week. Again, these templates are going to be constantly updated if they need to be. We've got the optimization engine is working very well. So one thing I noticed too, and I'm on the latest version of NinjaTrader, which is 8.1.5. And what I noticed is that even with running the optimizations, the memory is staying very low. So it uses up memory and then it releases, uses up memory and releases. So I've done a lot of back-end work with the strategies to make sure that the memory is not being consumed. But I think NinjaTrader have also done some updates themselves to clean up, the garbage basically, which is all the the stuff that gets collected when optimizations are run. So I think they've done a big job. I think they've done a big improvement on their back end from previous versions to work with the garbage collection. So that's what I'm noticing with the optimizations, is even able to run multiple optimizations continuously. The memory kept being released, which means that you don't have to go and restart NinjaTrader after doing heavy optimization. So that was pretty good to see. So I thought I'll just check up on that. And let me know, guys, in the chats on Discord, in the strategy chats, if the optimizations, if your memory is being released nicely with the optimizations, so we can see if it's across the board with all strategies. And then obviously I can, if it's only with the 1 strategy or 2 strategies, I can address the rest. And we'll go from there. So, I look forward to seeing what you guys can post this week with regards to your results from the game plan. I'm going to be posting my results too. I'm expecting a good week. We do have a bit of crappy data to work with from last week, being the public holiday, but we are optimizing for a much longer period, so it should even out pretty nicely. All right, guys, so that's basically it for our call. I look forward to sharing again next week our results from this week. And I wish you all an amazing week ahead. And I'm pretty sure we will. So keep posting those results. And we'll go from there. Thanks, guys. Have a good one, and cheers.